1 second. Okay, peace, family, peace, peace, peace. Peace and black power to the family. Hold on 1 second, family. Let me send out this notification real quick. Hold on. Make sure everybody is good. Peace and black power to all the family. Peace, peace, peace. Can y'all hear me, family, before I start going in? Can y'all hear me? Shout out to Tamira. Is that Tamira Page? Shout out. Peace to the God. Shout out to Marquez or Marquise. Shout out to Aaron. Shout out to 99. Peace. Peace and black power to all the family. Peace and black power to all the family. Yes, indeed. Y'all are the only ones here. Listen, my nigga. Less is more. We got to get to that mentality. Less is more. We don't need a whole bunch of people, because when you have a whole bunch of people, you start having a whole bunch of agents. Less is more, okay? A lot of times we get into the numbers thing. We want thousands upon thousands of black people to come together. No, 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 no. Less is more. Okay? When you start having thousands of people, that's when you have a lot of agents creeping in, okay? Ask Gabriel Prosser. Gabriel Prosser was going to set up one of the largest slave rebellions, okay, in the United States history. Had thousands upon thousands. Some people said he has as many as 50,000 slaves ready to rebel. Before he can do it, a coon told on him, okay, and sabotaged it. See, less is more. Keep it small knit. Keep it small knit and on code. So we're not worried about the numbers. We just want the information to get out there. You dig? When we have a few of us, it's harder to break the code because it's only a select few who know about it. Okay. So that's the thing. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So the volume is good. Everything is good, family. Peace to all the family. Where's the family listening from tonight before we go in? Where is the family listening from tonight? Put your city, put your state below. Put your city, put your state below, or put your country below. I know sometimes we have brothers and sisters listening in from the UK and other places like that. Put your city, put your country below. While y'all are doing that, hold on, let me get this going. Peace and black power to the family. Peace and black power to the family. And while y'all are doing that, click that like button, family. Shout out to California. Shout out to the family in California, Oakland, California. Shout out to Newark, New Jersey. Shout out to Memphis. Shout out to Compton, California. A lot of California people in here today. What time is it out there in Cali? About 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Shout out to my Compton people, my California people in general. Shout out to Dallas, Texas. Shout out to Tampa, Florida. Real good brothers and sisters in Tampa. Shout out to Tampa, Florida. Okay. Shout out to the five. Where's the five? Shout out to New York as well. Okay. Oh, five, five. Okay. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. About 5 o'clock in California. Okay. Shout out to Atlanta. Shout out to Harlem. Shout out to the black family across the United States and across the global diaspora. Shout out to all the family. Shout out to the foundational Black American family, especially. You dig? Hope all the FBA family, you're doing well. You're doing good. Okay. We've been on code heavy lately. And because we've been on code, we've been calling out and exposing a lot of things, family, which leads us to the topic at hand today, family. We're going to jump right into it. We're talking about the black and brown myth. The black and brown myth, family. Now, I know y'all been hearing about this myth for a long time, ever since we've been a kid, man. I'm a kind of millennial baby. I'm kind of in between. I was born in 95. So I'm not quite millennial, but I'm not old school though. I'm still in my 20s. I'm the generation where we remember what it was like to go outside. We remember what it was like really before the internet, but we're still technical savvy, okay? We're still technically savvy, okay? We're not people who don't know how to use the internet or anything like that. We're that in between generation. We remember what it was like before the internet, before you had streaming and all this type of shit, when you had to go outside and play. But we also technically savvy enough to use the internet, to use social media and things of that nature. So I'm that in between generation. And ever since I was young, you would hear about black and brown, black and brown, black and brown. I know all of you have heard black and brown. Okay. In fact, I would argue, especially in politics, you can't even say black without mentioning brown. Anything, if anything happens, okay, a young black child gets beat up, somebody throws black and brown in there. Okay, they start talking about slavery, they throw black and brown. It's this need, they go hand in hand together. Okay, now I've been calling it out for years. The black and brown so-called coalition has been a myth, family. It has been a myth. Okay, they've been trying to get us on that forever, and I've been telling y'all the reason, one of the big reasons why it's a myth is not because we haven't been doing for them. It's not because we haven't been looking out for the so-called brown community or Latino community. That's the people they try to say are the brown people. It's been this one-sided thing where we look out for them and they don't look out for us. And a big reason for that, family, I've been telling y'all forever, is a lot of the so-called brown people don't really see themselves as brown. Okay? They don't really see themselves as brown. They see themselves as white. Remember, majority of the so-called brown people, Mexicans especially, when they get across that border, family, they classify as white. They see themselves as dark-skinned white people. You dig? They see themselves as white people who speak Spanish. Let's be clear. This is why one of our great ancestors, one of our master teachers, foundational Black American, Dr. John Henry Clark, told us a long time ago, Black people have no friends, family. We have no friends. We have no friends in the Latino or the brown community. We have no friends in the Asian community. We have no friends amongst Arabs or niggas from Pakistan or Iraq, wherever you want to name. Black people have no friends. Okay, every relationship we have with other groups of people, especially foundational Black Americans, every relationship we have with other groups of people is one sided. Okay, everybody's cool when they're at the border. Okay, when Mexicans at the border, they're hella cool. Okay, when Mexicans are in the squalor with you, they're hella cool. The moment they get out, the moment they get over that border, all of a sudden they're Team Trump. They're spitting alt-right terminologies and shit. You dig? Yeah, man. And that's been the problem. See, the Democrats, they've been trying to get a lot of these illegals over here, and they've been trying to, use them in order to kind of overshadow the black vote because they know black folks like that, the Democrats. But the problem with that is they get them over here, and these so-called brown people classify themselves as white, and they start being team white supremacy, unapologetic white supremacy. They start teaming up with the Donald Trumps of the world. See, that's the reality, family. Especially, like I said, those Latinos, those Mexicans, those Cubans, they're notorious for it as well. Those Cubans down there in Florida, there is no black brown coalition. They are team white supremacy, just like the rest of the white folks. Okay? They are team white supremacy, just like the rest of the white folks. Well, sometimes they refer to the Mongoloid natives or Indians, they refer to them as red. If you're talking about the natives, now are you talking about Indians like the actual Indians from India? If that's what you're talking about, yeah, sometimes they will say brown, but remember, they're team white supremacy too. Even the Indians that they try to classify as brown from India, they're team white supremacy as well. Remember, Kamala Harris' mother is Indian. Okay, Kamala Harris' mother, she put white on her birth certificate. All right, when it was time to claim Kamala Harris after birth, under the race section, Kamala Harris's mother, who is Indian, she put white. This is what I mean. They only talk about black and brown when it's beneficial for them. When it's beneficial. The only time you hear black and brown when it's time to crock their way into some of our civil rights bills. Okay? When it's time to get in on some of these civil rights bills, family, when it's time to get some tangibles, we're talking reparations, all of a sudden they have a black grandmother they like to pull out the blue. Okay? Oh, my abuela Holmes. They start talking about their abuela who they done left in Puerto Rico, who is black. They've been hiding the whole time. Okay? They've been hiding them the whole time. See, that's the only time they start talking brownness, when it's something tangible attached to it. Now, when we need their help, we like, hey man, shit, we getting beat up. Y'all need to share some of them tangibles that you're eating off us. Oh, fuck you, nigger. They get real racial then. Oh, you fucking nigger. Nigger, I say nigger if I want to, nigger. Oh, they get real racial. They get real racial, just like the Fat Joes. The Fat Joe, he's been running around here. He's the so-called brown. Remember, they consider Fat Joe the brown community, the Latino community. Okay. Fat Joe's been running around here on a nigga fest. He's been telling people why he can say nigga and nobody's gonna stop him from saying nigga. Okay, he's been around here just culture vulturing, hip hop, which is FBA culture. He's been doing that. And then when you check him on it, he's throwing nigga out there. So, hey, that's the thing, family. That's the thing. Now, what recently came out is you have this politician out here in LA, or I shouldn't say out here in LA. I'm not in LA, but over in LA, family. Let me share my screen with you. 1 second. Okay, this came out this week and it has people revisiting the whole black and brown coalition. Even some of the Negroes on the grassroots, or I shouldn't say in the grassroots, some of the Negroes who are just standing in the grass, they've been kind of hollering and complaining about this. This is Nury Martinez, and she's a city council person out there in LA. Okay, from my understanding, she used to be a former head over the school system out there as well, which is very dangerous as well. We wonder why some of our babies are being miseducated. It's because you have racists like Nury Martinez in it. Now she's all on film and some leaked audio calling black folks monkeys and X, Y, and Z. This is her right here. Okay, and this is your black brown coalition. She's referring to black children as monkeys, and she's talking about taking them around the corner and beating them. Oh my goodness. Okay, just a hardcore white supremacist. Hardcore white supremacist. And she's over here talking about, hey man, don't hey, he's with the blacks. So okay, she's talking to one of the councilmen. She's talking about he's with the blacks. Let me play some of that audio, okay? And see, if this stuff wasn't on film, a lot of people would be out here denying it. Okay, that's what they love to do. When we start bringing this type of stuff up, oh, Chase, you're making this up. No, we're not making this up. This is how they really talk, family. This is how they really talk. Hold on 1 second. Let me share my screen real quick. This is how they really talk when they're behind closed doors, family. See, they pull this whole black and brown and we're all one when it's convenient. But when they're behind closed doors, this is what they're doing. Hold on. Here we go, right here.
This white guy with this little black kid, and I was like, this kid is a beat down. Like, let me take him around the corner and then I'll bring him back. There's nothing you can do to control him. And
comments were recorded almost a year ago, and that De Leon also refers to Bonin as a fourth black member of the city council. Here's part of what Martinez allegedly said.
This white guy with this little black kid, and I was like, this kid is a beat down. Like, let me take him around the corner and then I'll bring him back. There's nothing you can do to control him. And I'm just like, oh my God.
She is the...
So that's her, family. That's her. All right. She's over here with just straight white supremacist talk. Take them around the corner. Those black kids, those monkeys, they can't be controlled. She referred to, one of the young brothers and sisters, one of the babies in the video as a monkey, and they can't be controlled, and taken around the corner and I need to beat them. Okay. That's slave talk, family. Remember, these folks view themselves as white folks. All right, that's slave master talk. Okay, you got to beat the black child. The black child is just out of control. That black child is just running around out of control. Oh my God, I need to take that black child around the corner and beat him. All right, that's slave talk, because these folks, most so-called brown people, view themselves as white. They don't view themselves with some type of camaraderie with us. They don't view themselves like that, family. They view themselves as white. And this is not a new thing, family. I don't want y'all to think this is a new thing. All right. And we could start going into some receipts. Hold on. Let me pull up some stuff, because a lot of people, we start thinking, because they'll start talking that one-off talk. Oh, well, Chase, you can't take a few of us. You can't take a few of the brown folks. Most brown folks, they have some type of camaraderie. No. These are things they learn from their fathers, and their fathers learn from their fathers, and their fathers learn from their fathers. Okay, this is deep within their culture. Because see, when you go back to their home country, when you go back to a lot of these Latin American countries, they praise white folks like their God. All right. They have a defeated mentality. You dig? Now this is, hold on. Let me go back. Let me share my screen again. See, when you go back and look at the history, when you study history, it erases the mystery. When you study history, family, it erases the mystery. You dig? Now, these are some of the so-called, this is some of your black-brown coalition, all right? This is some of your black-brown coalition. Now, this is Felix. Okay, now Felix used to be the Mexican-American president of LULAC. LULAC is still the biggest Latin American organization in the United States. All right. Now, what we were doing during the civil rights movement, the same civil rights movement, family, that they eat off of today, they eat off the civil rights movement. Okay. They love to try to piggyback off the civil rights movement when our foundational Black American ancestors were fighting and dying, okay, getting water holes sicked on them, dogs sicked on them. This is some of the brown folks. This is what they were talking about. And remember, he's the president of LULAC. All right. So to me, when you're the president of something, that represents how the majority of your community feels because they're the ones who elect you. Okay. They're the ones who you're speaking for. So he said during the civil rights movement, remember, this is 1956. This is the 60s, man. We talking about Emmett Till. This is at the heart of the civil rights movement. He said, man, let the Negro fight his own battles. His problem are not mine. I don't want to ally with him. All right. This is some of the Black-Brown Coalition. They've been doing this, family. This ain't nothing new. All right. While we sitting over here putting on the cape, we sitting over here every time they're in a dilemma, every time something's going on, we put on the cape trying to fight for them. This is them. Okay. This is their ancestors. So when we're out there, when our ancestors were out there in the 50s and 60s fighting for civil rights that they now benefit off of, these are the same people who were saying, let the Negro fight his own battles. The Negro problem is his problem. Okay. You dig? Hold on. We got more though. This is the same LULAC. Okay. Before him, family, you had another president of LULAC. Okay. This is in 1952. Another president of LULAC. All right. John Herrera. All right. It's another president of LULAC. Here he is. Latin Americans of Mexican descent belong to the Caucasian race and are therefore white. Damn. All right. They weren't talking no black brown. Remember that, family. They weren't talking no black brown. That black brown stuff is new. See, that black brown stuff came after we achieved all the tangibles that they now benefit from today. All right. Before we had those tangibles, they were doing everything they could to separate themselves from us. All right. And I told you a lot of these folks classifies back. He was the president of LULAC before Felix. All right. Yeah, hit that like button, family. Hit that like button. All right. There is no black and brown coalition, family. The black-brown coalition is a myth. That's a myth. When we were getting killed, lynched, okay? When we were having water holes sicked on us and dogs sicked on our babies, when we were begging for allies, we were begging for everybody to get on board. Their leaders were over here talking about some, I'm white. Their leaders were over here talking about, let the Negroes handle the Negro problem. You dig? And he did this in response because they were out there in Texas, family. And the Texans, they were out there saying, hey, man, Latinos, y'all are kind of with the blacks. And they were like, no, 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 no. That's when he made this comment. Shit, we part of the white race. Remember, in the 1930s, Mexicans went out their way. They were trying to make Mexican its own classification back in the 30s, family. Back in the 30s, they were trying to make Mexican its own classification. And they said, no, no, no. We don't want to do that. We're part of the white race. We're just white people who speak Spanish. Okay, they fought against giving themselves their own classification, racial classification. You dig? They didn't want to be grouped with the niggas, and they didn't want to have their own race. They said, no, no, we are white. All right. So at this point in time, family, in 2022, in response to the Black-Brown Coalition, I tell them, let them hold their own nuts. You got to let them hold their own nuts, family. Okay? We're going to be all right. Because a lot of people, y'all try to sit up here, and a lot of people try to sit up here and say, well, Chase, we ain't going to have no friends. We've never had any friends, family. We've never had any allies. It's been one big myth. You've never had reinforcements. You never had backup. See, their backup is, well, I listen to hip hop. That's their coalition. Well, when we were around when hip hop started. That's their tangibles for us. Okay? That's their tangibles for us. It's a nothing burger. We gain nothing from this so-called coalition. It's one-sided, family. It's one-sided. And they're very nervous right now. They're very nervous, especially the Democrats, because the Democrats have been the main ones pushing this. The Democrats have been the main ones pushing the Black-Brown coalition. Every time it's time for us to get tangibles, it's the Democrats who come in and say, hey, yeah, we need tangibles for minorities. We need tangibles for Black and brown. Okay? Notice every time you see, and rest in power to the brother George Floyd, rest in power to all the fallen soldiers, okay, the Michael Browns, the Trayvon Martins, every time you have one of our young warriors or one of our young kings gunned down in the streets, okay, it's always the Democrats who come out and make it about Black and brown or people of color. They always come out and muddy the water because they understand if they muddy the water, that we're just giving money or tangibles to white folks, people who think they're white. All right? People who think they're white. So they're desperate right now, family. They're desperate. All right? Because you don't have the Black-Brown coalition that's falling to the wayside. Okay, we're calling out the benign neglect policy that they've been implementing in the Black community forever. The celebrities aren't working because you have stuff like this, family. The Democrats are so desperate now, family. And this is a real video before y'all ask. This is a real video, family. The Democrats are so desperate now because Black people, especially foundational Black Americans, are hell-bent on getting our tangibles. We're not allowing any other group to manipulate their way into our tangibles. So now they're pulling out all the stops at this point. So they're out here. They got Saucy Santana now, Lord. They got Saucy Santana out here now, family. And this is a real video, like I said before. Listen to this.
Yeah. Trey Tracks, I think we got one.
It's voting season, bruh.
No voting, no loving. No voting, no touching. No voting, no nothing. No voting, no fucking, no voting, no fucking. No voting, no loving. No voting, no touching. No voting, no nothing. No voting, no fucking, no voting, no fucking. BLK app looking for some action. Find the homie Scott was head. Face is a 9, abs is a 10, D is a to be determined. He got mad jokes, he don't seem broke. The only red flag, he said he don't vote. This midterms for all the single Q. Wanna hit this booty, gotta do your civic duty. No voting, no loving. No voting, no touching.
All right, family. I can't even make it through the whole video. I was going to show y'all the whole video. I can't even make it through the whole video. Okay. They got Saucy Santana. Lord. Saucy Santana out here saying he ain't going to pop his Bucci if you don't get out here and vote. He ain't going to give you no Bucci action. Okay. He's not going to pop that bussy if you don't get out here and vote. Lord, the Democrats are at all-time lows. God damn it. They're at all-time lows. They're so desperate right now. They're so desperate right now, family. That's just desperation. Okay? They didn't even go get somebody who's popping. It used to be with the Democrats, they'll at least go get somebody who's on top of their game. Okay? They would at least go get a top flight artist. They would go get an artist who was hot at the time, Lil Wayne. They'll go get a T.I. I mean, even they didn't even go get, they went to go get Saucy Santana and broke down Trina. Okay, Trina ain't been hot, goddamn, since Game Boys and PlayStation 1s and 2 was out. Okay, Trina ain't been hot in forever. Okay, since 106 and Park was popping. You dig? They got Saucy Santana. They got a nigga who is popping his bussy in an old washed up rapper, Trina, to come out here and tell y'all if y'all don't vote, they not giving you no cootie cat, and he's not giving you none of his bussy. Lord have mercy. All right, this is what the Democrats, they scooped the all-time lows, and we're on code, family. You even have celebrities calling it out. Usually celebrities are they'll stay kind of on code with the Democratic policy. You even have Democratic shields like nigga. Oh my God. I can't even spin this. You have Roland Martin. Roland Martin's out here like shit. I can't even make up for that. And you know, Roland's a big time Democratic shield. He's a big time Democratic shield. Roland's like shit. I can't even co-sign that shit. Okay? They can't spin it no other type of way, family. This is how desperate they are. Anything other than to give you tangibles. They'll give you rapping ass. They'll give you anything else but tangibles, family. And we're on code. You have a lot of foundational Black Americans. Shout out to our brother Marcel Dixon pulling up on politicians now. They like shit. If you don't want to answer the question, shit, I'll pull up on you. Okay, you got foundational Black Americans out here finding their campaign trails and saying, hey, you know, how do you feel about reparations? Okay. Or what are you doing about reparations for foundational Black Americans? And the politicians are stuttering and stumbling, family. So they're desperate right now, and that's a good thing. See, when I see ads like this, family, that's a good thing, because that means they've scooped so low. They're so desperate. They're making a mockery of themselves. Even their shields can't even co-sign it no more. Even other celebrities who are usually on the boule train, they can't even co-sign it no more. That means we're doing our job. Okay? We're not falling for the Black-Brown coalition no more, because we know that's a myth. Okay? We see all the tape and audio coming out. We digging into receipts like I just gave you, and we saying, hey, shit, these people have never been for us. These people, matter of fact, they classify and they view themselves as something other than us. We're the only ones who talk about Black and brown. Okay? We're understanding how they use celebrities and entertainers now. How they'll sit up here and ha-ha and kiki in your face but give you nothing. We're understanding that the Democrats and the Republicans are two veins on the same snake. Both parties ain't shit. Because a lot of people, you know, we think, well, shit, if we not voting Democrat, you must be telling people to vote Republicans. No, the Republicans ain't shit either. I'm telling you to withhold your vote until they come with actual tangibles. Remember, the Republicans are out here, you know, while the Democrats are out here advertising Bussy and failed rapper Coochie and Trina, the Republicans are out here. Let me show you this. They're out here with Tommy Tuberville, and I can at least respect the Republicans a little bit. Won't ever vote for them, okay, unless they talk about tangibles. But at least the Republicans, they just come flat out and say it. Okay, they come flat out and say, here's Tommy Tuberville. Okay, he's a suspected white supremacist, but he's an unapologetic white supremacist, which I respect. He doesn't try to hide it. He doesn't try to bluff it or anything like that. He's
The Democratic Party, they have a majority. They could stop this crime today. Some people say, well, they're soft on crime. No, they're not soft on crime. They're pro-crime. They want crime. They want crime because they want to take over what you got. They want to control what you have. They want reparation because they think the people that do the crime are owed that. They are not owed that.
That's Tommy Tuberville. That's a Republican. I think he's running for Senate or some shit like that. Okay. So both parties ain't shit. Let's be clear. Both parties ain't shit. All right. Both parties ain't shit. I say bullshit. Okay. They're out here. The old school white supremacists, the Republicans are old school white supremacists. Okay. They want to be able to call a nigga to his face, but they can't do it. But they know we'll put them FBA hands on them. Okay, so now what they're trying to do now is they're trying to make reparations kind of like a dirty word. Well, okay, where you don't say reparations is for criminals. The hell are you talking about? All right, don't fall for that, family. Now they're trying to act like reparations is this thing that's really for criminals. No. You're the criminal, Tommy. And Tommy is, I've seen the Tommy Tuberville so long, family. Tommy Tuberville used to be the head coach of Auburn football Tigers. Okay, that's how he got to claim the fame. Okay, in Alabama, he used to be the head football coach for Auburn, the Auburn football Tigers. All right, used to be very good back in their days, and they had a whole bunch of black players running the ball for them and doing their dirty work. Okay, and they love to sit up there and act like they have some type of camaraderie with these black players, and secretly they look at these black players as slaves. Okay, that's why we say the NFL stands for Negroes Felice. You dig? And so now that his football days have dried up, all right, he's not a good football coach anymore. Now the racism is just coming out now. That's his claim to fame in Alabama. All right. So now reparations, he's trying to make it this dirty word where reparations is for criminals. Okay. So they're real desperate right now, family. Now, it used to be where they didn't even want to say the word reparations. Now they're willingly bringing up reparations. They're willingly bringing it up because we're on code. Yeah, we're on code. Yeah, they're the criminals. Let's be clear, family. Reparations is a debt that is owed. Nobody said anything about criminals getting reparations. That's just something that they make up. See, what they do, family, is they make up talking points and then try to debunk their own talking points. So they love to say stuff we never said. Oh, the foundational Black Americans, they out here, they said they want reparations for criminals. No, the fuck we didn't. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, yes, you did. And I say bullshit. So they'll just make up their own little argument. They'll just tell a lie, create a false narrative, and then debunk their own false narrative to make themselves look smart. That's what people do all the time. All right? That's what you do when you're desperate, family. That's what you do when you're desperate. You lie, you make up your own little talking points, because they can't debunk the real talking points. They know they owe us reparations. They know they paid reparations to every other group of people for far less. They paid reparations to groups of people they ain't even really had nothing to do with. All right. They paying a form of reparations to Pakistan refugees. They paying reparations to basically reparations to folks who coming over from the Ukraine. Shit that ain't got nothing to do with them. Okay. But a group of people that they have everything to do with, the group of people who built the country, all of a sudden, oh, y'all want reparations for criminals? Fuck are you talking about? All right, that's a desperate, dusty talking point. All right, desperate, dusty talking point. So both parties ain't shit. And as foundational Black Americans, we have to have the mindset we'll let them both crash and burn. Especially the Democrats, family. The Democrats are nothing without us. They are literally nothing without us, family. All right. So they're very, very desperate at this point, family. And we see it everything. Now you have white supremacists. They're out here. This came out. Hold on. They're trying to, now they're going with intimidation factors. That's another thing. That's why every time, and salute to our brother Tariq Nasheed, every time we start bringing up reparations, every time we say the word foundational Black American, they've been on a full-blown attack on our brother Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed is trending damn near every week on Twitter, family. My people on Twitter, you know I'm not lying. Tariq is trending damn near every week on Twitter. All right? So now they're just going to just basically shaming tactics. I know y'all ain't following no Tariq. No, we're not following nobody. He's not our leader. We don't have a leader. No, Tariq is your leader now. They just attacking. Okay. Now they're going to threats. Hold on. This is some dusty dudes out here, some dusty Latinos. They're out here threatening our brother Tariq now. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Okay, here this is. 1 second, let me play this. putting up signs out there in LA talking about Tariq Nasheed, FBA, ADOS go away. And this is the thing, family. We have to understand how white supremacy works. White supremacists will use us or individuals as a proxy. They'll use us as a proxy. All right. A lot of people do that. They'll use us as a proxy. So they'll take somebody, regardless if you like Tariq Nasheed or not, they'll take Tariq Nasheed and use him as a proxy for all foundational Black Americans. Everybody who comes from this lineage, they'll use Tariq as a proxy. That's why whenever we don't even have to bring up Tariq's name, they'll bring it up for us because they use him as a proxy. They did the same thing with our brother Kevin Samuels. Okay, Kevin Samuels was a proxy for all Black men. So when they start talking about toxic and all, that's a proxy for all Black men. Anytime you say something, his name was just muddy, they'll just throw his name in there. All right, they'll throw Tariq's name in there. So now they're out here calling them out by name, family. They're out here on MSNBC and CNN. They're calling them out by name. Yeah, man, they're calling them out by name. See, don't fall for that, family. Don't fall for that. Like I said, whether you like Tariq Nasheed or not, and I think the brother's an excellent brother. I think he does a lot of good work. Okay, I just think people get emotional and get in their feelings when they hear one thing that they don't like. Okay, but regardless of what you feel by him, understand they're using him as a proxy for all of us. Okay, they use the one big Negro effect on foundational Black Americans. They'll find one Negro and say, hey, man, look at what this Negro is doing. See them Black Americans. They love doing that with us. They love doing that with us. They'll find a Tyrone who tricked off his money and say, hey, man, look at this Black American. He won the lottery and within 2 years he was broke. What's going to happen when we give Black Americans reparations? Nigga, that ain't got nothing to do with me. But they'll use him as a proxy. That's why we call it out. That's why they keep trying to deflect back to Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed, or Tariq Nasheed. You talk to them about reparations, they start talking to you about Tariq Nasheed. You start talking about foundational Black Americans, what we need, they start talking about Tariq Nasheed. Everything is trying to use him as a proxy to attack us. All right? So I want y'all to be up on game when it comes to that. That's an old white supremacist tactic. And you have a lot of immigrant tethers and coons. These are the immigrants who undermine us, who come over here and eat up off our resources. And then every time you look up, they're trying to undermine us. Not all immigrants are tethers and coons, but you have a significant amount who are. They'll use these same talking points. All right? They'll use these same talking points, family. They're very scared right now. They're very scared, family. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. They're even scared because we have, family, coming up. We have the reparations rally coming up, family. And they've been kicking in overdrive. A lot of white supremacists have been jumping on my page. I posted this. Let me see if I can share it. I posted this the other day. FBA reparations rally, November 5th, 2022, Washington, D.C., family. And a lot of the tethers, a lot of the coons, a lot of the white supremacists, boy, they were on my page heavy. They were on my page heavy. Explain to me what reparations is. What do you mean reparations? What is a foundational Black American? Let me tell y'all something, family. Okay, let me tell you something. Don't waste your time with nothing burger arguments. Right now, what we have the Democrats. We have a lot of these tethers and coons. We have them on the ropes. And when people are on the ropes, if you study boxing, people start just trying to get you to time waste. They start trying to milk the clock. They start jogging around the ring when they're hurt. They start tying you up, hugging you. They start spitting out their mouthpiece. They start trying to buy more time. These are time-wasting folks. These are time-wasting folks, family. They know exactly what reparations is. They know exactly what foundational Black Americans is, okay? And who we are in our culture. Don't let that go over your head. Whenever you see these politicians, whenever you see these immigrant coons and tethers try to waste your time talking about explain to me this, explain to me that, don't do it. You stay locked in, you stay focused, you continue to do what you're doing. We are not in the business as foundational Black Americans of explaining ourselves any longer. We've been doing that for the last 3, 4, 5 years, family. We've been explaining what foundational Black Americans is. We've been explaining what reparations is and why we are owed reparations for hundreds of years. Since the end of enslavement, you had Black folks explaining why we deserve reparations. And here's the kicker. They know what all this stuff is. They know what a foundational Black American is. They know what reparations is. They know why we're having a rally. Okay? They know why we deserve it. They know all the answers that they try to access, but their whole thing is to buy time. They want to get us arguing in circles all day. All day. Hey, man, explain to me why y'all deserve reparations. Explain to me what a foundational Black American is. Explain to me why the rally got to be in D.C. What is a rally? Why y'all ain't going and taking it from the white man? Why don't y'all just pick up some guns and go down to D.C. and kick in some doors? This Dolomite goofy talk. Okay? This Dolomite goofy talk. I got niggas in the comment section. If y'all really wanted reparations, you should take some guns and go kick in the White House doors. Nigga, shut your dumb ass up. Shut your dumb ass up. I don't want to hear nothing about kicking in doors from motherfuckers who fled. Okay? When it was your time to kick in some doors and fix your damn homeland, you fled. Don't come over here and start talking about kicking in doors, nigga. Okay? And I'm talking to the immigrant coons and tethers. I'm not talking to the riders in the diaspora, because the riders understand exactly what we're doing. Okay? They're not confused. I'm talking to the tethers and coons who sit up here with this Dolomite talk, all this Black exploitation stuff. Sucker jive turkey. If you was really about that life, sucker, you would just go and kick in the whitest door. Shut up, nigga. Okay? Where was all that kicking in the door when the Chinese was over there taking over your homeland? You didn't talk about no kicking in no door then. You dig? You were talking about trying to get some bread. You were fighting for crumbs and scraps. So stop with that. All that is time wasting, family. I want y'all to understand that. Yeah, man. I want y'all to try to understand that, family. So foundational Black American family, and salute to the rider brothers and sisters in the diaspora and around the world who you're on code. Again, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the tethers and coons. All right. And I'm explaining to the FBA family how you handle this. Don't waste time. Keep saying foundational Black Americans, keep teaching the babies about their history, about their culture as foundational Black Americans, and stay on code. Reparations is not a dirty word. Don't let nobody try to dirty it up. Okay? Don't let them try to come in with bullshit talking points, talk about we begging the white man. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. This is a debt that we are owed, and we ain't gonna stop bringing it up. We ain't gonna stop talking about it. We don't care how uncomfortable it makes other people feel. Stay locked in, stay focused, okay? They can't do anything to us they haven't already done, okay? Oh, well, that's gonna make your brothers and sisters around the diaspora angry. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? We ain't had no friends from the get-go, okay? If this makes you angry, you want my friend to begin with. This gonna make the Brown, you severing the Brown coalition. Who gives a fuck? We never had a coalition. You dig? We've always been by ourselves. It's always just been this illusion we hanging on to. We've been fighting by ourselves the whole time. Little did we know. You dig? So stay locked in, stay focused, family. Stay locked in, stay focused. Because like I say, we're on code, we're riding, and we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep pushing. We're getting taxed from all directions. We're getting ethnic genocide from all directions. Not only are they trying to take away tangibles from us and ignore our tangible demands, they're out here trying to attack our culture. Like I said the other week, we talked about a couple months ago, actually, you know, the whole hip hop thing with Fat Joe. Fat Joe was out here hosting the BET Awards, family. Fat Joe was out here hosting the BET Awards, and you know, X, Y, and Z, and they out here calling him a hip hop god, you know, and they're out here still co-signing that Latinos 50-50 created hip hop, okay, which is a lie. So we're getting attacked in all directions. We're getting attacked in all directions. And a lot of black folks, after the hip hop awards, now they're talking about boycotting it. We've been talking about boycotting. They're talking about some of the awards shouldn't have went in the direction they went in. You have even some non-foundational black Americans like Kodak Black talking about he's going to boycott it. All right. My thing is this. Listen, when we start talking about boycotting the awards, they tell us, oh, nigga, shut up. Ain't nobody boycotting the BET award. Why we want to always boycott our own? We hear that a lot. Nigga, BET is not our own. BET is white owned. Okay. The blackest thing about that is the damn name. Black Entertainment TV. All right. It really should be Blackface Entertainment TV. So now a lot of Kodak and some non-foundational black Americans, they're talking about boycott now. I keep telling y'all BET is a nothing burger. BET ain't been popping since our brother Bob Johnson had it, okay? It ain't been popping since then. So a lot of things are going down the drain. Like I said, we're under attack in every direction. We're under attack in every direction, family. But we're going to stay on code and we're going to stay locked in. We're going to stay on code and we're going to stay locked in, family. And we have to keep in-house issues as well as foundational black Americans in-house. All right. We got to be on code with each other. I'm not saying we got to like each other. Okay. Because it's impossible for all of us to like each other. We just have two different upbringings. We move in different ways. But we have to be on code for the global front. We have to be on code for the global front. But let me answer some questions. If you got any questions, put them down below, family. And hit that like button. While you're doing that, while you're putting your questions down below, hit that like button. Say, I don't want to be on here too long tonight. Hit that like button, family. Yeah, man. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon, and put your question below. Let me see who we got in here. Shout out to Miss Taylor B Media. I need to figure out how to mod people up in here. Need to figure out how to mod people up on the YouTube channel. You dig? Figure out how to mod people up. Hit that like button, though. Hit that like and subscribe button. Yeah, they do nothing for our vote. Somebody said, bro, if you had to pick, what's your top 3 favorite rappers of all time? My top 3 favorite rappers of all time. That'll be a tough one. I would have to go with probably, of course, Tupac. I would have to go with Nipsey. And of all time, that's between, I grew up in Mississippi, so shit, it had to be Big Crit probably. Big Crit. Big Crit. That's an unsung name. A lot of y'all probably don't know Big Crit. King Remembered in Time. All right. I might have to go with Big Crit. Those are my top 3. But I don't really listen to hip-hop like that, honestly. I don't really listen to hip-hop or rap music like that. Most times when I'm listening to music, I'm listening to a lot of old school, family. I try to keep my head clear. You know, when I'm planting seeds in my head, when I'm listening to certain things, I don't want to be in rah-rah mode all the time. So I rarely listen to a lot of hip-hop. Only time I mainly listen to hip-hop, maybe when I'm working out, try to get me juiced up a little bit. But other than that, I'm not really listening to hip-hop. I'm listening to Ohio Players. I'm listening to the Isley Brothers. I'm listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm listening to Funkadelic. I'm listening to James Brown. I'm listening to a lot of old school music, okay? Music that, you know, my family put me up on game in the Mississippi Delta. You know, growing up, I'm trying to listen to things that keep me, you know, calm, cool, and collective so I can get the work done that I need to get done. Okay, see, a lot of people, you kind of listen to a lot of hip hop and rah-rah music all day. And then once you take your headphones out, you're exhausted. Okay, you kind of listen to the rah-rah music to convince yourself of shit you would never do. So you talk about killing, you rap about killing and getting the white man all damn day, knowing you ain't gonna do it in real life. Okay. I try to be calm, cool, and collective. Calm, cool, and collective. Yeah, loose ends, people like that, man. SOS Band. You dig? That's the type of stuff I'm listening to. See, when I want to talk warfare, I want to go ahead and get the actual source. I want to read Sun Tzu, The Art of War, Robert Greene, 33 Strategies of War, The 48 Laws of Power. Okay, Irritated Genie. These are things that I want to read. I want to get the actual historic game. A lot of us, we learn warfare, we learn revolution through music that ain't realistic, okay? That's why niggas, every time you start talking about revolution, they start talking about, man, I'm gonna grab my Draco. Y'all need to grab your Draco and go in there and spin the block on your ops. Nigga, shut up, nigga. Put down the damn headphones, nigga. Stop listening to Little Durk and put down the headphones. No disrespect to Little Durk, but that's just the reality of the situation. You need to listen to something smooth and calm so you can receive the proper information you need to receive. Not some rah-rah Dolomite talk that's going to have your ass becoming a crash dummy. You dig? So that's the thing. Yeah, you said that made sense, brother. I listen to a lot of old school music like the Ozzy Brothers. Yeah, man. Listen to something that keeps you calm. Yeah, man. Big Crit. A lot of niggas sleep on Big Crit. If I listen to some hip-hop, if I'm listening to some hip-hop, you dig? I like Ross as well. Ross makes that Maybach music, okay? I like Rick Ross as well. He makes that Maybach chill music, okay? Where you can view yourself plotting in Santorini, Greece. That's the type of shit I like. I don't want to be on the rah-rah shit all day. See, when you're on that rah-rah shit, like I say, have your mind exhausted, and then you really do nothing productive in the meantime because your mind is spent. Your mind is in fantasy land. All right? You be listening to that shit all day, and niggas actually think they are part of OTF and shit. They actually be thinking they in the rapper's entourage. They be talking about shit. They be acquiring beefs that the rappers have and all that goofy shit. Listen to something that's going to keep you calm, cool, and collective, especially as a black man. That's very important as a black man. Listen to something that's going to keep you calm, cool, and collective so you can receive information, so you don't get emotional in certain situations. All right? Yeah, man. You don't want to get emotional in certain situations because you end up being a crash dummy. See, that's the thing. You end up being a crash dummy when you're emotional. You say, yeah, I can't listen to anything talking about killing my brothers. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing. I mean, certain stuff you naturally gonna vibe to because the beat, the aura, the flow is so crazy, you know. So I'm not gonna sit up here and cap like, oh man, I ain't never listened to no Bootsy. I've listened to Bootsy before. Bootsy's a legend in Mississippi. Of course I heard Bootsy. I like a lot of Bootsy songs. Bootsy is a legend, but I'm not consumed by that. I'm not consumed by that, family. Music, rap music and certain stuff, that's a form of art. That's no different. When I listen to a lot of these rappers, if I listen to them, I look at it no different than goddamn Scarface. A lot of that shit I know they ain't doing, but it's entertainment. But the problem is we've made this perception of a lot of rappers that they're invincible and they really out here. They didn't kill 50 bodies and went to Burger King and killed another 50 bodies. No, nigga. That's no different than Tony Montana. Tony Montana, that's a movie, nigga. Step out of that. And you can't watch too many movies. You can't watch too many movies. All right? You can't watch too many movies. Stop diving into it that deep. Listen to a little bit and then change it up. And listen to a little bit and then change it up. Hear a wide range of music. You should be in a calm state so you can be productive. You're not productive when you're on some rah-rah shit. You're looking for some smoke, which you don't need to be doing. Which you don't need to be doing. Yeah, man, the beats, like I said, the beats get you hyped up and certain stuff like that. Like I say, I listen to certain music, but like I say, I'm not consumed by it. I'm not listening to it all the time. Most times I'm listening to some old school music. And truth be told, when I'm not listening to old school music or rap music, I'm not listening to anything. Okay? Learn to put your headphones down. That's another thing, family, especially in the millennial generation. We've been so consumed by the headphones that we're always on our headphones, always on our phone. When it's time to put it down, we just looking at the wall. We look like a damn drug addict. We look like a crackhead who ain't got his pipe. Some people are addicted. When they ain't got the phone, oh my God, they looking like a crackhead, man. They go, shit, when I'm going to get my next hit on this phone. Okay, don't be consumed by technology. Technology is a beautiful thing, but don't be consumed by it. That's why I tell y'all to put down the phone, put down the headphones, turn off the TV sometimes and pick up a book. And sometimes even put down the book and meditate. Get right in your own thoughts. Some of you can't do anything if you ain't got your damn headphones in. You always need to be listening to something. You always need somebody motivating, talking in your ear. Nah, you got to be able to motivate yourself. Talk to the God within. You can't never hear the God within because you always got these external voices in your ear. You got Lil Durk in your ear. You dig? You got T.I. in your ear. You got these rappers in your ear. You got other folks and what they're saying in your ear. Take a break from it all and listen to the God within. Listen to the God within. He got answers too. She got answers too. You dig? That's an important thing to understand. That's an important thing to understand, family. So like I said, at the end of the day, we got to get right. But let me see some more questions. Y'all put your questions in the comment section. Put your questions in the comment section. I ain't going to be on here too much longer, family. Just wanted to come on here and chop up a game with y'all on this Tuesday night. See what the family is doing. And, stay motivated. Right now I'm working on the newest book series. Okay, the 500 Amazing Facts About the Negro, which is probably going to drop at the beginning of next year. I might drop it in December. I might drop volume 1 in December. It just depends. Depends on how everything is going. Also, family, I've been thinking about, and I'm pretty much going to do while y'all are putting the questions, if you have any questions, I've been thinking about doing a HBCU tour. Put in the comments section, family, what HBCUs I should go to. I've been hitting up a couple HBCUs, family, and the libraries have been horrible. Okay? The libraries have been horrible, family. The libraries have been horrible. And I said, damn, man, we need to start investing in these libraries, family. So I wanted to do some HBCU tours, man. I go put some money into the libraries at these HBCUs. I also go and donate my book collection to them. Also give away a lot of free books on campus, for the college students, because I don't even consider myself that far removed from college. Shit, I graduated college in 2019, so it's not like I'm super old. So I know how it is, man. But I went to some of these libraries at these HBCUs, and I'm like, bro, first of all, the library, I went to Mississippi Valley State, and shout out to Mississippi Valley State, but damn, it's like the AC wasn't even working in the library. Okay. And I don't know if they just can't afford to get it fixed, but it was like, damn. Then I went and checked out some books. The books were all old and outdated. It was no real hardcore Black history reader books in there. Everything was dealing with slavery. It was the traditional Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass, which is still very important, but it was like, okay, we don't have nothing about the Black presence in America before the slave trade. Okay, we don't have no revolutionary history in here. We don't have nothing about the Black presence in Polynesia, in Melanesia, in Micronesia, in Asia, in Europe. Okay, ancient African civilizations. We don't really have none of that. We don't have no real military science book to get you in that militant mindset. Nothing to empower you. Everything just talks about you were a slave, now you're here. So that's the thing. That's the thing. So I said, man, let me go to some of these HBCUs. You said North Carolina A&T. I'll probably be at North Carolina A&T for homecoming. I'm going to probably be at North Carolina A&T for their homecoming. You did? So hopefully I see some of y'all out there. I heard they got the greatest homecoming out of any HBCU. So I'm excited about that. You did? Somebody said Grambling, Jackson State. Okay, Grambling, Jackson State. Yeah, I need to make my way to Jackson State as well. Like I say, my family is from Mississippi, so definitely got to go out there. Definitely got to go out there. Somebody said, Chase, what is your sign? What's your sign, Chase, if I might ask? I'm an Aries. I guess that's what you're talking about, zodiac sign. I don't be getting into that, but I'm an Aries. I know I'm an Aries. Okay. I was talking to a queen the other day, boy. She looked at me like I was the devil. Women be serious about that. Ladies, what is it about zodiac signs that gets y'all? I mean, women they take it to a whole new level. Okay, she looked at me like I was a devil when I told her I was Aries. Okay, women be into that heavy. I don't know what it is. Ladies, y'all got to break that down. What is it about that? Okay, ladies be real serious about, you an Aries and it's a full moon outside? Oh, Damn, sister, what is all this about? Okay. What is all this about? Yeah, I plan on going to the reparations rally. I gotta see though. It's about 50-50 right now. I want to go, but we gotta see right now. It's kind of last minute. I was definitely gonna go to the one that was supposed to happen this month. See, they announced it. You know, I be having my schedule laid out months in advance. You dig? So right now I got something that weekend. I'm trying to see if I can move or if I can't move it. You know, it's kind of last minute. We damn near, under a month away already. Stuff like that. I got to plan out at least 2 months. So hopefully I can go. But I'm definitely promoting it, as y'all see on the page. I'm definitely here for that. You dig? I'm definitely here for that. So I'm a definitely try to make my way. And see. Yeah, ladies be serious about that zodiac sign. Boy, women be very serious. Women be very serious about that zodiac sign. They be about to rip your head off about that. Okay, if you Aries or whatever, they be looking at the moon and looking at your eyes. You nigga, you got brown eyes. You a Aries. It's a full moon, nigga. That means you a part wolf. Okay, that means you like to beat women. Hold on, sister. Where you get this from? No, nigga, you like to beat women. It's a full moon. You got brown eyes. And goddamn, you a Aries. That means you fiery. That means you probably gonna try to beat my ass and then throw me in a fire. You gonna burn down my house. Whoa, sister. Whoa, sister. Please. Please, nigga. Oh my God. Sisters be getting very deep on that. Sisters don't know. A sister don't know nothing about Kemet. She don't know nothing about the black presence in America before the slave trade. She barely know who Harriet Tubman is. But if you ask her about a zodiac sign, boy, she finna break it down to the crystals that go with the zodiac sign. Boy, sisters don't be playing about that zodiac sign. So I say, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You said I'm your soulmate. Oh goodness. I hope you are a woman, okay? And you just got in your kind. I hope you're a woman. Said I'm your soulmate. I don't want no, I turn down the bussy action. I don't want no bussy action over here. I don't want nobody throwing their bussy at me talking about I'm their soulmate. So good sister, I hope you are a sister. Yeah, man. Aries adrenaline junkies. Yeah, I don't be getting into that, family. Yeah. I don't be getting into that, man. People be determining whether they're gonna have a bad month based off the zodiac sign. I'm not saying it's no relevance to it because I haven't studied it. But damn, niggas be getting too deep in there for me. Niggas be getting way too deep. Niggas be pumping their gas to certain numbers. No, I'm only gonna put $25.13. It's Aries month. This my month, nigga. This my month. Nigga, yeah, because 25, that's I studied numerology, and it said that Aries, the number 13 and 25, that means something. So I'm gonna put $25.13 in this motherfucker. And that's gonna last me like it was $50. All right, nigga. Goodness. You dig? Email is not the best way. The best way is to DM me. Okay, I like to leave my email open for people who have concerns about the books and things, so the team can check it. So if you have questions about a book or something like that, DM me. DM me on Instagram. Okay, Voice of the Ancestors or It's Chase to God. Either one of those. Either one of those, family. But listen, family, I'm about to get off of here. Like I said, I got to get to work again. We talked about the Black-Brown coalition. That is a myth. Stop falling for it. Stop going for it. Black people, foundational Black Americans especially, you have no friends. And guess what? Your brother Chase is here to tell you that's okay. That's okay, because your ass ain't never really had no friends. Now you just seeing it for what it is. We ain't never had no friends. We've all we ever had. We all we ever need, family. Plain and simple. You gonna be all right. Stay patient, stay focused, stay locked in. Don't get into circular arguments. Stop arguing in the Instagram comment sections. That's another thing I be seeing y'all doing. FBA family, black family in general, stop arguing in the comment section. Some of you niggas be writing novels in the comment section. Well, point number one I want to make is a foundational black American is this. Do you know about Abakari the second? Nigga, y'all, oh my God, nigga, write a book. If you got to do all that, Ben, take your ass on Microsoft Word, type up a book, and publish that shit on Amazon. Be productive. Don't be time wasting. You arguing with a troll in the comment section is a nothing burger. That does nothing for us. So stay patient, stay focused. Don't entertain the trolls. You dig? And let's keep moving. Let's stay locked in. Let's keep fighting. You dig? It's your brother Chase. Click that like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and go get the Voice of the Ancestors book series, plus 19 white men who admitted they were indigenous black people in America. You can get that from voiceoftheancestors.net, which will be the link in the description. And until next time, peace and black power. I'm out, family.